time hasn't made this any easier.
It was just going through the motions.
If anything, time has made Gina Daly more angry.
I mean, you've got the judge up there, you've got the DDA, admitting there were lots of mistakes.
Mistakes, now dating back more than 2 years.
My friend came in and picked it up and cocked it and shot himself.
2 years since the death of her son Finnegan, a death witnessed by only one other person.
We were drinking, and then I went to put the guns away, and that's when it happened.
Coleman Carver told police Finnegan's death was the result of Finnegan's own actions. An accident, yes, but nothing more.
And I was putting them away, and he came in and started looking at it, and I told him not to grab it, and he grabbed it and shot himself.
The coroner agreed, called it accidental, and then police closed the case until they saw this Snapchat photo. That's Coleman Carver with the gun, just moments before the shooting. Faced with this, Carver changed his story. He eventually pleaded guilty to tampering with evidence. But by then, the damage had been done.
They admitted that the first investigation was improperly done, poorly done, whatever word you want to use.
During Carver's sentencing, prosecutors admitted, quote, there were errors that were made in the first investigation that cannot be corrected. The judge concurred, calling the initial police investigation poorly done.
I was concerned that some of the things that were being said were putting the police department in our investigation in a bad light.
Fort Collins Police Chief Jeff Swoboda, in his first interview on this case, defended his officers' work.
There weren't errors so much as there were reasons why we did or didn't do things.
But there were things his officers did not do. For example, they never sought to test Carver, the only witness, for alcohol, though he was underage, and admitted he was drinking.
Probably 4 shots of what? Tequila?
Left hand first.
And though investigators tested Carver's hands for gunshot residue, they never submitted the sample and never tested Daly's hands.
And when a firearm goes off in a room, the testing that we do now, the gunshot residue, is going to appear for people who are inside that room. So the investigators made the determination that it would be fruitless to do a gunshot residue.
It's just ridiculous. This is all ridiculous.
Gina Daly, Finnegan's mom, also wonders why police never bothered looking into the gun and its 17-round magazine, illegal under Colorado law.
How many rounds were in the magazine didn't have any issue with the case itself. This was an accidental shooting, self-inflicted, from what the coroner has told us and our investigators, and how many rounds the magazine held wasn't something that we did ultimately investigate.
She also is curious why police never moved to charge Coleman Carver, again, the only witness, with underage drinking.
At this point, a friend just saw another friend kill themselves. And how far we take that, what we charge people with that night or in the future, are discussions that we have.
These were not errors, the chief says.
Well, we've conducted a preliminary review already, and again, our officers handled this scene appropriately. They talked with all the witnesses with care and compassion and empathy. We let the facts take us to where we needed to get to.
And for him to stand there and say that, Chief Swoboda to say that there was nothing done wrong in that investigation is just an outright lie. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Gina says because of the police decisions that night her son died, she may never know what really happened to him. A wound time will not heal.
What do I do now? Continue asking the questions, talking to legislators. Oh, I'll never stop. This is outrageous.
Steve Steger, 9 News.
9 News has made several attempts to speak to Coleman Carver. He's denied our request for an interview.
Chief Swoboda did tell us this case has Fort Collins police reconsidering their policy on blood alcohol testing. They might require it in high-profile cases like death investigations. You can catch up on all the details of this story in this article on 9news.com.